Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Taos of Baltimore. We are Baltimore positively enjoying a little bit of the calm before the storm. Our 27th anniversary is this weekend. We're going to present some of, not greatest hits, but a little bit of storytelling as to how we wound up here 27 years later. And then we're going to go on the road and eat lots of good stuff next month. It's the Maryland Crab Cake Tour, sort of with a side dish of side dishes. It's 27 different places to go and enjoy some great food. All of it sort of more on the inexpensive side and more on the places I actually eat. All of it brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. I'll have some Pressure Lucks and some Lucky 7 doublers to give away throughout the month. We've sort of doubled up our crab cake run in August. We're going to be doing tons of stuff later on in the month. Coco's, we're going to be up at the new Costas in Timonium, and also going to be on the east side of town as well. So just all over the place. John Martin is here. He's east side, west side, all over the state. How many retailers are there now? Maryland Lottery retails like 3,800, something, some big number, right? All over the state.
It is a big number, Nestor. 4,300
4,300. I
retailers
say, I know I got the
uh,
number wrong.
from Oakland to Ocean City and everywhere in between.
Well, that's good because that's where I'm going all month long. I'm going to be not quite to Oakland this year, but I am going to get to Frederick. I get further west than that. I get donuts in Hagerstown. I got places to eat all over the state, but some people are eating well. We've had some winners this week. My wife's always looking at Mega and always looking at Powerball to figure all that stuff out. But I know we still have the art competition too. So I've been out at mdlottery.com and I'm sort of gearing up for my 27th anniversary. What's the lottery got going on, John?
Lots of good stuff. We're in that nice spot on the Mega Millions Powerball where both of them are triple digits, and that's always a nice place to be. As we speak, Mega's in the 140 range, and Powerball at 384. So again, please pay responsibly, but you can visit any of those 4,300 retailers and get your Mega Millions and Powerball ticket. Yeah, this art contest is, one of the things we haven't talked about relative to the art contest is the rules, and we are, if anything, an organization of rules, Nestor. When you're dealing with money, you got to have some guidelines. So feel free, for those people who are not familiar with it, we have offered the opportunity for you, our players, to participate in designing and crafting a scratch-off ticket. And you can go to mdlottery.com for all the guidelines on the Maryland Treasures Art Contest. And when you go in there, please go all the way through to the guidelines. They'll give you some parameters, the technical things about how the art needs to be presented, dimensions. But then we also get into some things that are eligibility. You must be 18 plus to enter the contest. We will select 3 lucky winners, and their art will be featured on a scratch-off ticket next spring, the spring of 26. You must be a Maryland resident to be eligible to win, and there is cash prizes for those 3 people who are selected. It must be an original artist you must be the original artist of the entry. It can't be
This is
something
where I
that you
come in
acquired.
because this summer, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. You've seen the
Yes, you
documentary. I
are.
sort of run the place and do my own thing around here. This AI thing that's coming on right
Oh,
now, right? I mean, it's really a
oh.
thing. I have been training in it in the best way that my 56-year-old mind can train in it to say, what can it do? What can it automate in the same way that everyone in the world is thinking this through? And there's a lot of hokey pokey going on. I mean, we talk about the
There is.
lottery being on the up and up. I'm using some great terms. Miss Edie would appreciate all these terms as my neighborhood lottery
God
player.
rest
But
her soul.
yeah, she's the best. But she'd say, no hokey pokey now. Is this on the up and
Mm.
up? And part of the AI thing or the A1 thing, depending on who you're listening to, it would be to not this is a legit thing. This is a legit
Yeah,
art thing. And it's not for people like me that are great artists, but idea wise, the inspiration for Maryland, and I know I gave you a hard time a couple weeks ago and you said, I'll get back to you on that. You know, people there as the executive director of the Maryland Lottery of Gaming. Um, what happens to 4th place and 5th place and 6th place? I'm thinking, tell me if I'm wrong when this is done. And I know we have the cutoff dates in a week or 2 or 3 here coming up soon. you'll get hundreds of
Hmm.
entries,
Oh,
right? I mean,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
I mean, literally, this is kind of a fun, neat thing. It'd be quite, if you're an artist to say, hey, my art got selected for a lottery ticket. I mean, that's kind of neat. Not to mention winning and all of the winning's always fun. That's why we all play anyway. But there's going to be a lot of really neat stuff that doesn't win that I think you should display. And I'm sticking to that, John Martin.
Yes, yes. No, we are working on something like that. It's just the timing to do that. Very closer to the release of the ticket, obviously. When we
I think
really
you should display them at the state fair. You could display it online though, right? Because I mean, everybody could see it online. You could do a whole
Yeah,
gallery.
yeah. We'll work something out. We'll work something out. But again, the whole idea is you must celebrate the wonderful state of Maryland, its history, its landmarks, its culture, its people, its places, whatever speaks to you as an artist. And yes, no AI generated content, please. We will have the AI police on this.
That's why I brought it
Um,
up. I know we have
yep,
that's
yep,
hokey pokey.
yep. And again, as everything we do, please do not appeal to children. No political messages, no religious statements. I mean, no adult content, no nudity. And I'm saying no to these things. We already had to eliminate a few folks who didn't go to the guidelines and determine that their submission would not be
Well,
allowed.
one of
So,
the things is get the dimension of the tickets right, right? I mean,
yep,
like I'm
yep,
literally holding up three different tickets. These two are the same size, but tickets are different. Whatever the rule, like follow the rules, right? I
yep,
mean,
yep.
read the rules if you want to win. There you
You know
go.
what? That Lucky Sevens ticket, hold that up, please.
Yeah,
That's probably
sure.
the thing we're talking about. It's a 4 by 4 inch by 4 inch. So it's a
Okay.
square ticket. So that's the kind of format we're looking at. And we'll handle the numbers part of it. Don't worry about that. You just give us the artwork and we'll make it fit on the ticket.
I saw we had an $8,888 winner off of the
Yeah.
Back to the Future scratch off. I saw that he held up his thing and he was a dude that loved Back to the Future. That's part of this is the branding and Maryland and what makes Maryland special. Um, I would think one of the three is going to have a crab on it, right? I mean, I think one of the three better have like the whole notion of how awesome our state is that we're America in miniature. We have mountains, we have lakes, and we have rivers, and we have the ocean, and we have cities, and we have towns, and we have old things, and we have new things. So
And we have
yes,
you and me.
yeah.
Not that that would anyone would put that on a ticket. Matter of fact, we prefer that people not be on the ticket. So again, think about things. This is not a portrait, not it can't be Miss Edie's portrait on a ticket. All that would be endearing, but
Although you know
it's not
what, row
qualified.
houses and brick row houses
Oh,
and
absolutely.
that would be
Yes.
something very Baltimore,
Yes, very
right?
much.
All
Very
right.
much.
All
Very much.
right.
We're interested. And August 15th, you alluded to it earlier. August 15th is the deadline. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. And if you have
Hurry,
any interest
hurry.
at
Get
all,
your get
hurry.
yourself together. Let's go.
Get your magic markers, your paint by number kit, whatever it is you need to do, and get it to us.
Well, I would think somebody out there has already created an incredible escape that they thought this was a great image of Maryland I created in some way. I guess that's what we're trying to appeal to some people say, hey,
Exactly.
you've already had the idea, put the idea to work and let's make it a lottery ticket and I'll hold it up on the real radio on video next year. John
Right.
Martin is here. He's the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. I'm getting my crab cake swerve on the road here for the next month. So before I talk food with you and all that, and as we tape this segment, we're up against the trading deadline. They've already traded Sir Anthony Dominguez, and as a baseball guy, and I know you're an old school Cleveland baseball fan of the former I team and now the Guard, who by the way performed pretty well against the Orioles last week, and we skipped that. But the notion that Sir Anthony may be one of the great names in the
Oh,
history of Oriole first names. And I still think Chico Simone's number one, Trungo Hayes, where we've had a couple of really good names here in Baltimore. But there's going to be more trades. But the home run thing, I'm thinking this is very weighted if they go giving away Ryan O'Hearn. I mean, this is a
well,
good way to keep more money for John Martin in the Maryland Lottery. We need more home runs, not less home runs. Although we did score 16 runs right before we did this and beat up Getty Lee's Blue Jays on his birthday.
you may be shocked to hear this. Are you sitting down?
I
Yes, you
actually
are.
am. I began the segment
Yes.
standing. Yes.
Good, good. Um, you, Misha, I was actually at Oriole Park at Camden Yards Saturday for the 18 to nothing. I nearly had to take shoes, socks, everything. Thank goodness they didn't score 21. I don't know what I would have done, but they had a lot of runs, and many of them left the park. My checkbook has been in overdrive, Nestor.
Well, it's summer, you heat in temperature. Rex Barney would say temperature at game time 93 degrees, and on that night,
Yep, yep,
ball's going to
that's
get up
gone.
in the air. Yeah.
Maybe do you think they found those torpedo bats that the Yankees clearly have misplaced? Did they find a couple of those left in the visitors clubhouse? You think that's working?
I don't know, but I wouldn't even, as someone that survived the McGuire Sosa era and watched all the Hall of Famers last week and the non-Hall of Famers last week. Yeah, I think we've survived torpedo bats. We've survived the fence going out, the fence coming in, hot air, cold air. We're gonna redo the scoreboard now. That's gonna change the trajectory. Either way, a bomb is a bomb, a home run is a home run, and when they hit them, you pay them off. And when it's a grand
And we
slam,
do.
even better. And we need
Absolutely.
more of those, really.
And we can go to mdlottery.com and see who the August contestants are. We're already ramping up. We have selected for the full calendar month of August. Again, I don't know why and how, but if you've never heard of Home Run Riches, if you enter in your Home Run Riches Fast Play ticket into your My Lottery Rewards account,
By
you
the
may
way,
get
not a
selected.
scratch off. Not a scratch off. It's a fast
No,
play game.
no, no. It is a fast play game. Absolutely correct. And it has a progressive jackpot. And that jackpot, as we speak, is missing
A
to me.
lot. Yeah.
It's a lot. Where
Well, I'm
I don't
just
I don't have
thinking,
it.
I'm just hoping that when you come up with the winners for the month, when they draw all the names, that I know one of them again in August, like I knew Cheesesteak Dave, who only
Yep,
had a
yep,
Laureano home run, but he made $1,000. Buy a lot of cheesesteaks in Nottingham, Cheesesteak Dave.
yep. Progressive, almost $100,000 has just been handed to me by my production assistant here. So yeah, August coming up. Check out the calendar and see if anybody there. I'm not going to. Well, tease. I see a couple. Where in the world is in there? So we'll
Well,
hang
that's the
on to
big
those.
banana, and we don't even like when we say progressive. Look,
Yes.
it's nice to be Cheesesteak Dave and to win $500, and Kevin Brown says your name a couple of times, and Ben McDonald tips his cap if they hit a home run or whatever, like they did for Cheesesteak Dave last month on his night. But when you win the progressive, that's like a lot of grand slams.
That is.
That's like a lot of walk off grand slams, really.
That is a lot. Home Run Riches walk-off winnings. It's a $5 fast play ticket with a progressive jackpot, nearly $100,000 as a top prize right now. But plenty of other lower tiered prizes. It's not just winner take all. You can win a variety of cash prizes. Just check it out. Visit mdlottery.com. Learn more about the game and how to play fast play.
John Martin is here. He is the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery Gaming. Actually, we're going to get together in a couple weeks down at Mako in the middle of my crab cake tour and the 27th anniversary to talk about casinos and numbers and where the money goes. And all the state folks are down in Ocean City. We'll be doing that. I want to pressure luck. These are the $3. Roz is really taking me up. I have both this month
Yep.
because it's our anniversary. I love the
Sure.
whammy. I like scratch offs. But what this is really doing, and I'm looking for Ed McMahon here to get a Timpani, or I'm trying to be Ed McMahon on Johnny Carson's couch and give you the chance to be Johnny Carson and say it's your big chance, John Martin. When are the Ravens scratch offs coming? Because I'm waiting for them. Luke's out sweating. We've got injuries. Isaiah Likely's already injured right now. I mean, Home Run Riches is, no offense, it's so summer, and I'm thinking pumpkin. I'm thinking Halloween. I'm thinking kickoff. I'm thinking Buffalo 5 weeks from now.
I have under good authority that the Ravens tickets will be launched soon.
That's what you got for me.
Soon.
you know, when people think we have a relationship, there is a line, but soon. August?
August would be soon, wouldn't it?
Okay, that's okay. I mean, that's like
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
All right, I gave you the opportunity to tell me that they're
You know what?
purple or that
Yeah.
they exist and that they're not scratchers or sniffers or scented. They don't smell like purple plums or that purple pepper that Steve Elliott picked in his garden for me.
Here,
He
here
did.
here's a
He
here's
did
a
pick.
further.
He did pick. He didn't pick a peck of purple peppers, but I had the first purple pepper of my life last week because it's
Perfect.
summer.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Hey, the here's a tease for you.
All right, here we go.
Um, we have many folks are very familiar with the Ravens scratch off tickets and the second chance prizes throughout the season. And we oftentimes will pick an away game where you
Hold
get
on.
to
So is this
travel
like a
with them.
schedule drop? Are you dropping?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I see what you're doing here. You're picking the
Yes.
game that's going to be the big banana where Roquan Smith
Yes.
historically has brought cheesecake to one of the winners. Last
Hmm.
year, the winners rode the train, which I did one time on the team, and I've
Yep.
never. It was like a Seinfeld episode.
I
More of anything, more of everything is what it was like.
I will tease you. This is not a train trip.
Airplane, fly off.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, all
All right.
right. I like it.
Would you want to guess? Well, I will give you two guesses because
I don't know where they're playing because I don't run road trips anymore. Chances are I've been there
yeah.
unless it's LA and I've been there too. So let's see here. Let's go through the Ravens road trip schedule, shall
All
we?
right. All
In the
right. And you
regular
see,
season,
and I will try not to tip my hand. You
it's
see if you
not
can guess it.
Buffalo because nobody loves anybody would send anybody to Buffalo. Maybe in September they would, but it's too early. So I'm going to write that one off. By the way, can I do a little plug here for not just my friends at Union Brewing, but over at Babe Ruth Museum for one of my all-time favorite teams? They are doing a 1975 Baltimore Colts reunion in
Whoa.
September, 50th anniversary. Now the 75 Colts, my wife's like, they didn't win a Super Bowl. I'm like, hey, they
That's not the
won. They
point.
won my heart,
Yeah.
and they beat the Browns pretty good. You know, they were
Yeah.
1-4 and won 9 games in a row. The Browns were one of their many victims in
Was
November.
that Burt Jones?
That you said two words that when you say those two words to
Oh,
me,
geez. Oh,
it makes
geez.
me smile. You said Burt Jones to me, John Martin. My wife would tell you you can't mention Burt Jones without me smiling. So anyway, that's on the 13th of September, and that's
But you
immaterial to
didn't
this whole
answer.
thing.
Was that the 75 team?
That was a 75 team. It was Burt.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the
Okay. All right.
swash. I tried to explain to my wife what a man's man Burt. I said, we had Jim Palmer and Burt Jones. We had like these
You
sex symbol.
over-indexed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the
You.
75 was,
Yep.
you wonder why 50 years later I'm collecting belt buckles.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway, let's see. Road games here this year. They're home against Detroit. Kansas City, September 28th. That's a great, great trip. There's barbecue. If you sent me to Kansas City, I would say that's an exemplary Maryland Lottery Ravens scratch off trip. I'd be into that. Miami on Halloween. It's a Thursday night. Not my favorite brand of football, but Miami. Weather's going to be a little here late October, maybe Miami. Minnesota in November. That's a great stadium. That's a really good trip. I mean, we don't play there. We don't play there every 8 years or so. Cleveland in November. I'll just move on from that. Let's see here. Where else do we play? We play Cincinnati in December. No, just no. I mean, no offense. I mean, you're from Northern Ohio, so you know what I'm talking about. And let's see here. Where's the other? What am I missing? Are you sending them to Kansas City? Where are you sending them, John?
Well, you missed Pittsburgh, but we all should miss
No,
Pittsburgh. Yes. Yes.
no.
All right.
As
So,
Joe Flacco once said, promoting a bank here locally, Pittsburgh. No,
yeah.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, gee, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have done this live. We probably should have rehearsed this.
why?
Uh,
What are we doing?
we are going to the state of my birth, but not the northern part of the state.
You're going to Cincinnati?
December, is that the 14th?
I'll say this. I love that stadium. It's one of my favorite stadiums, and when it fills up and it gets crazy, and they wear the white now and the Burrow thing. I mean,
Who knows what they're wearing now? You know, this uniform thing has gotten a little crazy to
I'm
me.
going to say something really controversial here,
I'm
and
shocked. Go ahead.
because I'm provocative according to AI, so I'm going to be provocative here. And I've
Hey, I'm
said this,
6'2" according to AI. So there.
you know, I'm iconic according to AI, so there.
Oh, all right.
Yet it can be wrong. It makes mistakes. Um, I like Joe Burrow. I just, as a quarterback, it's sort of the respect I had for John Elway and for Troy Aikman and guys I didn't necessarily cheer for, but I, if you gave me a penny, a hay penny, and said, "Will Joe Burrow win a Super Bowl before Lamar?" I would be very intrigued to what my answer might be if you gave me what Charlie Ekman would call the saliva test, which is the truth serum. So anyway, I'm just saying that. So I'm not anti-Cincinnati. I've had great nights in Cincinnati. I just thought, like, why would a guy from Northern Ohio send people to Southern Ohio? But that's good. They have a river. They have great places to eat dinner. I'm okay with Cincinnati.
Okay. Well, then there we go. We saved it.
I
We
won't eat the chili though. I'll tell the winner don't eat the
Oh
chili.
man. You got to have a five-way when you go there.
You are a real Ohioan. Y'all stick together, don't you?
We
I
have
mean,
to.
you really stick together. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it all meets in Columbus and
Oh, the
Ohio State. You're all drinking the
onions
same
and the
water.
beans and the cheese. Oh, if you're gonna do it, you gotta
What
max
are the
out.
problems with Ohio and you sticking together and the people you don't talk about to the north, that the Harbaugh brother in the Schembechler thing, that they have like Michigan and Michigan State. Ohio, no offense to the Bobcats, but there's just
Careful.
Ohio State, right? I mean, like, and that's part
At
of
that level, of course, at
whether
that
you're
level.
from Willoughby, heading up toward Erie for crying out loud, or whether you're out on the lakes, or whether you're down in Cincinnati, up in Dayton, wherever you are, Lima, is it? It's Lima,
It's
right?
Lima, Ohio. It's Lima, Peru.
Sorry,
Don't ask me why.
Lima bean, right?
Yes.
All right, you
Yes.
can have Lima beans. So the trip is to Cincinnati. Well, look, the Ravens better be about 10-3 by the time they get there. So, and I would think that a healthy Joe Burrow would make the Bengals. That's going to be a marquee football game. So, okay, I'm in. If I'm ever going to go to Cincinnati or recommend it,
All right.
I would
All right.
recommend that.
All right.
I don't even bag on Cleveland, John. You know this. I like my trips to Berea. I vacationed in Cleveland last summer. Remember this? I drove. Remember Blossom?
Yes.
So I'm
Yes,
not
yes, yes.
anti-Ohio. So don't pin that on me. Don't make me one of those guys. I hate Michigan when I'm on the air with people from Ohio and
All right.
Pennsylvania.
There you
So
go.
there. Is that
There you
good? All
go.
right. So that's your big tease. You're not even gonna tell me whether like the tickets come out or no?
Soon. Did I mention that? Soon.
Well, the season starts soon. September 7th, the Ravens kick off. There will be a Ravens scratch-off ticket. I'm hearing rumors of things of a trip to Cincinnati. And look, I'll be nice to Cincinnati. I loved Marvin. I mean, I still
Yeah,
love
sure.
Marvin, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, maybe he'll be there.
By the way, just this would be my kick at Cleveland. This would be my cheap shot. You ready?
Sure, go
This is going to
ahead.
be my cheap shot on land. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but in my circle, in the journalism circle this week, there's been share a picture of you working professionally, doing what you do. And it's all Christine Brennan, people I know well, put pictures up of them at press conferences here with certain people, like Max Weiss from Baltimore Magazine put up her with the Culkin guy, not the Macaulay one, not that one, the one that
The brother.
bagged out on me at Glengarry Glen Ross in New York, the Kieran
Oh,
guy. So I put up a picture of me and Peter King and John Harbaugh at the NFL owners meetings breakfast, and I looked in the background and the Cleveland table is behind me. So Tony Grossi, who we don't mention a lot around here because of the whole art thing and not your art thing, the other art thing, and Hall of Famer now from Mary Kay Cabot is also in the picture. But the Browns coach, Hugh Jackson, in that
oh
picture.
boy.
So I just had to throw that in
Wow,
on you.
wow,
So yeah,
wow.
it happens. It happens. John Martin is the
Wow.
executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. Hey, can I just real quick, because we're going to
Sure.
get together in 2 weeks, tell
Yes.
folks what Mako is and your role in that, because you really, next time I get together with you, we'll be in sandals. Sure, we will. We'll be in a freezing convention hall down at
Exactly.
the Roland Fish Pal Convention Center. But that is a big thing, and you release numbers and report to Westmore, and there's a whole
Yep.
big thing that's very, very significant to what you do, and one of the reasons I go down, honestly.
Every year for probably the last zillion years, it certainly predates my arrival. The county governments get together in Ocean City, and a number of the state agencies, Maryland Lottery and Gaming being one of them, are available. And there are a series of workshops and presentations about how people in the county can interact with their government liaisons in various state agencies. And it's a variety of, trade shows, people who are vendors, to these businesses through the state of Maryland arrangements they may have are there to show off their wares, and it could be, software, um, uh,
It's
cleaning systems,
everything. It
everything,
literally
anything a county government would need. Exactly right, right. So that's typically it starts on an IT trade show, a tech fair on Wednesday. The Mako conference itself is Thursday, Friday, and it wraps up Saturday noonish with a wrap up from Governor Moore. So it's a fun time. The weather's great. It's sometimes a little warm outside, but a little cold inside, and an opportunity for people to interact with people at a county level. So it's got a lot of good things going for it, and we're happy to participate. And at that session, we announce our fiscal year and numbers, and make sure everyone knows where the money that's coming from the lottery gets distributed throughout the state.
Remember with Dallas, they had the Who Shot JR and the cliffhanger. Here's my
Yes.
cliffhanger for you for 2 weeks on
Okay.
this. And we talk about the lottery and it's fun. And we responsible game. We do all parts of all of that. But this is your chance to come in 2 weeks from now and do the real timpani and say, hey, man, I pay all this money. I crossed the Bay Bridge the other day. I went over to Delaware for a concert and drove through our beautiful state and Eastern Shore. And, I contribute to taxes. I contribute to tolls. I actually talked a lot about Delaware with Leonard Raskin about finances on the Delaware side, taxes and all of that stuff. This is your chance to show how much money the lottery really does contribute in every county in the state in lots and lots of ways that I don't think people really realize. So 2 weeks from now, when you come on, and you're always joined by Seth as well, and there's all sorts of politicos and different people and friends stopping by and doing the show and educating me in ways, I think it's a real chance to not just beat on the chest of the lottery, but just talk about how important it is and how many people participate in the lottery, but where the money goes on the up and up to really help all sorts of things throughout the state. And it's really money that citizens and Westmore down, everybody counts on every year.
Yep, absolutely. And we're very, very proud and pleased to play that part. And we will have all those details and much more when we meet in Ocean City.
All right. It's about more than just the whammy, although the whammy makes it fun and Lucky Sevens doublers make it fun. And we're having a good time. The Maryland Crab Cake Tour is going to be out in August. We are going to be at Mako in 2 weeks. We're going to begin things on the 7th. That's next Thursday at the Beaumont in Catonsville. I'm going to be featuring their incredible fried lobster tail. It's going to be sort of the bougiest, neatest, sort of most delicious thing that I have. But 27 days, 27 countdowns, all sorts of great, fun local things on the agenda. All are brought to you by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. We're taking the show out on the road. Also, GBMC, our newest sponsor. We're going to be doing all sorts of awareness, not just men's awareness, but lots of awareness of things like just getting a checkup and doing important things like that as we get into football season and sending the kids back to school. We encourage everyone to play the Maryland Lottery, but we always encourage you do this responsibly no matter what you're doing. Football season's coming. I'm going to be in your ears and in your eyes, and there'll be plenty of messaging around here as we get up for fake football, but then real football. And at some point, they're going to give me these Ravens scratch-offs in the trip to Cincinnati, which is I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. I am Nestor. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore positive.